kid, and welcome to this multicultural KidTime StoryTime where this kid right here is made up of people from two different worlds. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Like, I'm from the underwater world? And I'm from France? Well, yeah, something like that. So, if we were to have a kid... Yes? It would be a big giraffe fish who was sort of French? Yes. Perhaps we should talk about the possibilities over some bagels. Wow, okay. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Lead the way. Follow me. Bloop, 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 bloop. Well, while those two are talking about their multicultural child possibilities, we will read Jalapeño Bagels. What should I bring to school on Monday for International Day? I asked my mom. My teacher told us to bring something from our culture. Oh, you can bring a treat from the panaderia, she suggests. Panaderia is what Mama calls our bakery. Help us bake on Sunday, then you can pick out whatever you want. It's a deal, I tell her. I like helping at the bakery. It's warm there and everything smells so good. Oh, his parents own a bakery. I die. Early Sunday morning when it's still dark, my mother wakes me up. Pablo, it's time to go to work. We walk down the street to the bakery. Oh, how nice, it's just down the street. How convenient. My father turns on the lights. My mother turns on the ovens. She gets out the pans and the ingredients for pan dulce. Pan dulce is Mexican sweetbread. So I help my mom mix and knead the dough. She shapes rolls and loaves of bread and slides them into the oven. People tell her that she makes the best pan dulce in town. Maybe I'll bring pan dulce to school, I tell her. Next, we make empanadas de calabaza, pumpkin turnovers. I'm in charge of spooning the pumpkin filling. Mama folds the dough in half and presses the edges with a fork, and she bakes them until they're flaky and golden brown. And some of our customers come to the bakery just for her turnovers. Boy, I'm not a pumpkin fan, but I would try one of those. Maybe I'll bring empanadas de calabaza instead. You'll figure it out, she says. Ready to make chango bars? Chango means monkey man. That's a funny name for a snack, isn't it? Mama lets me pour in the chocolate chips and the nuts. Ooh, yummy. When she's not looking, I pour in more chocolate chips. I could bring chango bars. They're my favorite dessert. Mine too, says Mama. This batch should be especially good. I put in extra chips. Oh boy. If she put in extra chips and he put in extra chips, that's a very chippy chango bar. My father calls from the back room, Pablo, come help me with the bagels. Papa speaks English and Yiddish. He learned Yiddish from his family in New York City. I know some words too. Bubba means grandmother. He uses my Bubba's recipe to make the bagels. First, he makes the dough in a big metal bowl. Then he rolls it out into these long shapes. He cuts off pieces and shows me how to connect the ends in a circle. We put the circles on trays where they sit and rise. Oh, I see. While we're waiting for my father makes challah. That's Jewish braided bread. Challah! He lets me practice braiding challah dough at my own counter. It's a lot like braiding hair. The customers say it's almost too beautiful to eat. Maybe I'll bring a loaf of challah to school, I tell Papa. He smiles. When the bagel dough has risen, he boils the bagels in a huge pot of water and fishes them out with a long slotted spoon. I sprinkle on poppy seeds and sesame seeds, and then they go into the oven. Maybe I could bring sesame seed bagels with cream cheese. No lox? Lox is smoked salmon. My father's favorite bagel is pumpernickel with a smear of cream cheese and lox. I crinkle my nose. Lox tastes like fish. Jam is better. So I see what's happening here. So Mom is Mexican and Dad is Jewish. So he's Mexican-American. Juxican American? Well, the point is he is the best of two worlds in our world. My mother joins us and helps my father make another batch of bagels, jalapeno bagels. My parents use their own special recipe. Kind of like he's their own special recipe too. So while Papa kneads the dough, Mama chops the jalapeno chilies. She tosses them into the dough and adds dried red peppers. We roll, we cut, we make circles, we let it rise. I can't wait until they're done because I am getting hungry. Look at, they look so pretty. Red and green colors. It almost looks like Christmas colors. It's so festive. Have you decided what you're going to bring to school? Asked Mama. No, it's hard to choose. Everything's so good. I look at Papa. Except for locks. You should decide before we open up, warns Mama, or else our customers will buy everything up. I walk past all the sweetbreads, chango bars, and bagels. Everything looks delicious, doesn't it? I think about my mother and my father and all the different things that they make in the bakery. And suddenly, I know exactly what I'm going to bring. You know too, don't you? Jalapeno bagels, I tell my parents, and I'll spread them with cream cheese and ham. Why jalapeno bagels? Asked Papa. Because they're a mixture of both of you, just like me. How about that? And then we have a recipe here, which we're not going to go into because this is not a cooking channel. And look at that, International Day, and there he is sharing his jalapeno bagels. Kids, watch out. It's a little bit hot. So, how was the date between the underwater culture and the French culture? Bloop, bloop, bloop. Well, we're gonna take it slow. Yes, we have a distance problem between us. Oh, you do? Yes, mostly because I like to live above ground. And I like to live underwater, so that might pose an obstacle to our romance. But nothing is impossible, ma chérie. Nothing. No, especially when I look in those big giraffe eyes. All right, kid. Well, I'm going to... Hello? You guys? Oh, wow. They're really focused on each other. Well, on that romantic note, I'll see you next time on KidTime StoryTime. And don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. You wouldn't want to miss a thing. No. Oh, boy.